But
Well,
the
but on that, if you're waiting for timing the market perfect to do those kinds of things, I think you're missing out. I think you're never going to time it perfectly. It's always 2020, hindsight's 2020. But you make aggressive, intelligent approaches to buying a property, and if at worst case scenario you still are fine, you do the deal. I guess I see a lot of apprehension, and don't get me wrong, I'm got to be smart and don't put yourself in a bind to get a deal done. But if you have the wherewithal and the financial means to acquire an asset at a good price, I don't wait for 3 more months that it might go down $5,000. I don't know. There's a part of being aggressive and making something happen where you're going to see the benefits. I just see a lot of people waiting to make a decision. You're not going to time the market perfectly. You're just not. I mean, there's no way to know. Okay, this is the exact time when it's at the lowest or the highest or whatever. You just got to be educated about it as best you can and start
well, I
making
mean,
decisions.
you've got to, there's some basic questions. How much capital am I working with? I call it your minimum desired rate of return. You know what I mean? If I'm not getting this, I'm leaving it in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, how long, how long are you willing to put the capital out for? And then
Yep.
what's your risk tolerance?
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's and you got to kind of answer that. But the number one thing is to make sure whatever asset you're buying will actually pay you to own it.
Yep.
Because the biggest thing, like 2005 and six, they were buying assets that did not pay them to own them. I mean, it
Oh,
didn't even break even to own them.
well, I guess some people will invest based upon what this asset's going to appreciate too, and what they should be doing. And that to me is not a safe bet ever. But
Mm-mm.
I mean, you can dare it, and it might work out for you. But also could go the total opposite direction. But if you're not really basing this even off of appreciation, even if it goes down a little bit, but your cash flow on the property you're going to buy and own for a while, so your cash flow goes from 500 a month down to 200 if the market shifts, but you're still 200 a month positive cash flow. Okay, you're good. But if you're at all things are perfect and I have no major repairs or no major issues, and I'll break even I'll break even or cover $100. That's not a good asset to
No.
own. That's not, especially in a market that's fluctuating in prices and values. So if there's enough cushion, make a decision, buy something, buy the property, but be wise about it. I've never seen an asset. This is going to piss off a bunch of people. The $250 to $450,000 single family home rarely cash flows if you have a mortgage on it with taxes and insurance in our area anyway. You just got to be real wise about it. Now, again, you're doing a 1031 exchange from California and you're bringing, $1.5 million here to buy 4 or 5 houses. That makes sense. But if it's your first investment for rental property, you're putting 10% down or so with today's market and rents and taxes and insurance and the cost. That's a scary investment unless you've got some money to lose potentially if the market goes down a little more. You just got to be smart about it.